What is up, what's up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark the Mike, and joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we have, oh shit, there was a ton of wrestling this week, because you had Stardom having their big show, you had New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom having that show, so a lot of wrestling to watch. Then you have the three AEW shows and three WWE shows. Luckily, TNA was just a highlight show and a reward show. I was like, all right, I can skip that until next week. Next week starts TNA.
hmm
Well, Saturday starts with the pay per view, and then after that, the Thursday will go into TNA. But first, we go to our wrestling retrospect, and our last week pick was Deanna Perrazzo. Just the fact that she just signed to AEW and stuff like that, so I thought it would be something to put up. My first match of Deanna will be part of NXT UK. And this is an early Rhea Ripley match. This was December 26, 2018. This is Rhea Ripley versus Deanna Purrazzo for the NXT UK Championship match. Um, th- I don't know why WWE didn't really like utilize her for her talents in the ring wise, because she was actually really solid in WWE. But I guess they just didn't agree to terms and whatnot. But she has some good matches. And this is one of them. Her and Rhea Ripley have a really good back and forth. She kind of does that. Remember what Gallagher used to do, and used to like pretzel people
hmm
and then kick them in the butt. That's what she did to Rhea Ripley. It's
Oh,
disrespectful.
that's pretty funny.
But they had a really good bout. They're really good back and forth. This is old school. This is like early Rhea. Kind of getting the UK title, so she still had the gimmick, but she was still blonde at the time. Really good match, really go back and forth, and yeah, Rhea Ripley beats her for retaining her title.
Okay. The first match I have, it is from something called Prestige Wrestling. It is Jungle Kiona versus Deanna Perrazzo.
Okay,
I don't know who Jungle is. I believe they say she's like a semi-legend from Stardom.
okay,
So,
cool.
year-wise, this is 2022, October 30th, it says.
Cool.
So this is very recent. It is a very solid match. It's not that long. Um, I appreciate their gear. The one thing I will say is that I appreciate that Stardom seems to have influenced like Western gear
Yeah,
with like all the rhinestones and it just seems like they upgraded since the girls from Stardom came to America. That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying. Anyway, you have her, Diana, and the other girl is like she's not small either for like for like their height and whatnot. Because
yeah.
Diana's not tall, but she's like stout. The other girl is about the same build, so it's kind of interesting to see. She can't really submit her because apparently Kyoko is very good at Kiona, excuse me, is very good at getting out of submissions and submissions herself. So it's a solid match though. I recommend to watch it. And she actually gets Diana actually gets pinned by I think they call it the Jungle Buster,
Yeah.
which is a nasty ass sit down muscle buster. It's 2022, y'all. They still out there doing it. So
Yeah. Cool. My next match is damn. I gotta pick one that she actually wins. I feel bad. I'm picking one she loses. This is a tag team match. This was part of Women of Honor. This was about 6 years ago. So the date, no, actually, yeah, 2017. This was July 12th, 2017. This was also on the Ring of Honor YouTube channel. This is Chris Wolf and Simi Sakai versus Diana Peraza and Mandy Leon. I was always a big fan of Mandy Leon. I was surprised she never went into any of the big federations and stuff like that. I thought she was actually pretty talented. But it was her and Diana tagging, and they had the matching outfits and all. I actually appreciate that. Very good Crab Lady match. But they got caught with a small package, and Deanna Purrazzo takes the loss. Sadly, I gotta pick a one that she wins. I feel bad.
Uh, let's see. The next one I have is a four-way match. It is called Queens of Combat 4. That's the name of the match. It's on High Spots TV. It's on their YouTube, so check that out. This one is actually featuring a lot of the ladies we went back and looked at. Heidi
Yeah.
Lovelace versus Deanna Purrazzo versus Candice LeRae versus Barbie Hayden. And Barbie Hayden is the only one I don't know. So maybe she'll be on the list.
Yes.
So,
Maybe.
um, this is a good four-way match, and I think one of the things I noticed here is that they're good on the time, having each woman be like represented and doing things in the ring. I don't know if that's really on purpose because it seems like they I don't know um high spots, so I'm not familiar with like how long each of these girls were there or whatever, so I
Yeah.
don't know. But they all have very good chemistry. This reminds me of an NXT type of four-way match. Just the smoothness of everybody going in and out, hitting big spots and whatnot. So maybe this is where they got some of that chemistry from.
Yeah.
The winner though was Candice LeRae, and she caught like a pretty like similar thing to what she had when we watched like her earlier matches. Is that slam where she palms your crotch and like flips you on your head? It's like a suplex
Yeah.
basically, but she grabs you from like your crotch. And Heidi Lovelace was going to like counter her from the turnbuckle, and she was going to jump on her, but Candice got up, caught her, flipped her on her head, and she wins the match. So
Nice. My last one is it was when Deanna Purrazzo took the ROH championship. This was Impact Wrestling, January 13th, 2022. This is Deanna Purrazzo versus Roxy, which is Roxanne Perez from NXT. Um, this was actually probably my first time seeing Roxanne Perez wrestle, so it was a eye opener. This was a really good back and forth. I actually remember watching this live when it was airing. I think I was watching on Twitch when it was airing, because this is when the beginning of the ROH team, which wish they stood in the AEW in Impact Wrestling and instead of going AEW. This was when Michelle or Maria, Eddie Edwards, um, Michael Bennett, Matt Taven, they were all part of that ROH squad. I forgot the name of them. Where they go? I forgot the names. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, so they kind of had a little interference into the match, and it cost Roxy the title, and Deanna Purrazzo actually takes the win with a pile driver. But this is when she takes the ROH title, and she was the AAA champion at the time as well. Um, really good match. Really good back and forth, and again, it really showcased her technical styles as well, and really fun match. So yeah, that'd be my third one.
and the last one I picked, uh, this says it is RLH Survival of the Fittest 2017. It is Dr. Britt Baker versus Deanna Purrazzo.
Nice.
Hopefully, we get to see this match very soon.
Yeah.
Um, and this one is another one. Uh, this is a younger Deanna, slightly smaller in stature. It's also Britt. This is like before they kind of, because they're not exactly jacked, but you could
Yeah.
tell like for AEW and for Impact that they both bulked up a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're a little slimmed down, and they're a lot faster paced than they normally are today. Where Diana is grounded.
Yeah.
She was doing like running kicks and stuff, and Britt was doing a lot more like evasive, rolling out of things, and she was actually I don't know, man. She was kind of better. I'm not gonna say she stopped doing some of the stuff she did, but like here,
Yeah.
it's a different style of Britt Baker, which actually I kind of like.
Yeah.
Um, So again, this match has me waiting for the rematch. I'll just put it that way. It's not that long, but uh Diana actually counters into the Fujiwara to take it. So she wins.
Yeah.
She did not lose all the matches I saw. So there you go.
Yeah. All right. Let me go to the next. All right. That's our last one, right? Yeah, that's the third. All right. We want to go into the year-end stuff.
Oh, you can go ahead.
We just finished that up, and then we go into the weekend wrestling. So top male wrestler of the year. Um, I got Seth Rollins as number one. Or you want to go from five up?
No, no, I don't know. I don't have a five. Five.
Okay.
That's up to you. So
Yeah.
if you have a list of guys, that's fine.
All right. So five. Five. I'll put Dirty Dom. Crazy year he has. Probably one of the best heels in the business right now, and then also NXT North American champion. Um, it was really good. Um, I have number four Roman Reigns. When he came in, he was when he's there, it's important. But when like I wish he was there more often. He does show when he is, but when he isn't, you could tell the difference. But he always makes the difference and things like that. I have three is Ilja Dragunov. Two is Gunther, and one is Seth Rollins. Those are my five.
I would say top male star. I would give Gunta because I think he's not just had the best matches. I think he's had the biggest transformation because now he talks and he has the Miz brought a bit of a personality out of him. So
Yeah,
I think he's developed more than just a very good ass whooper. I'll say number two is Dom because we used to actually not, well, personally, didn't care.
yeah,
And now Dom is like Mussy,
yep.
one of the most reviled people. Can't say anything. Oh Lord, Monday was off. Just saying, you got to be there. That's all I'm saying. Um, Number three, I'm gonna say Swerve because I think, like I said, we know he was good, but this year he got eyes on him and had an incredible setup series of matches at the towards the end of the year. Uh, Number four, I'm gonna say Carmelo Hayes because I think he helped get NXT like back into that place where people are no longer upset that it's NXT.
Yeah,
There was a while where people just didn't want to be associated with it, and we're like, when you talk about NXT, but it's great again. No excuses. Stop talking that trash. Um, and in the same token,
yeah,
male star, I'm gonna say Dragunov.
yep,
Dragunov. I'm gonna say he had an amazing year and probably some of the best matches also. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So was that? Is that five?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you got one more.
I got one more.
Yeah.
One more. I'm gonna give it to. Trying to think of who had like a breakout year. I mean, I could say Cody.
Cody. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It was it gotta make sense. I mean, all right. I'll just put three things that he did this year. That's kind of crazy. He won the Royal Rumble. Well, that was 23, right?
Yeah.
Won the Royal Rumble. He had that series with Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
and he came out on top. So that's actually an achievement in itself. And just the rest of the year, dude's kind of stayed as like the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Here's my compromise. I'm gonna put Cody and Jey Uso.
Okay.
Bam.
There you
You're
go.
tied for five.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would. I think Cody would make like six. I think I have a couple of people that would have made like if it was a top 10, but the top five. That's what I have. Top five women. I go five with Becky. Becky actually had a really good year, and honestly, without even during the NXT run and things like that, I think she was must see TV. Even this Monday, she fucking killed it with Nia Jax. So Becky's number five. Stratton's number four. Io Sky is number three. Athena's number two, and Rhea Ripley's number one.
I would go, yeah, pretty much the same list. I would say Rhea, hands down, had the best year out of any woman
Yeah,
wrestler. Period. Most TV time. She ramped up the matches. Remember when people were like, "Oh, she's not defending"?
yeah,
That was what it was on TV.
yeah,
And then she ended up having mad matches,
yeah.
like just beating everybody's ass. So there you go.
You know
Um,
what's funny? During that time when people complain, oh, she's not having matches, she was
no, no,
wrestling at NXT.
I'm not just meaning people. I
Yeah,
mean literally on television, they
yeah,
were
yeah,
saying you don't fight anybody.
yeah,
So they changed that around. I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I agree. I think she was. Athena had a great year, but I think Rhea has just a bigger platform, and her matches just they both were fucking killing people. So
And her socials killing it. What can I say?
yeah,
If she posts a picture post workout, good God. If she
yeah,
posts a picture with Dom, everybody's mad. Like
yeah,
it's just good. Everything she does is good.
yeah. All right. Tag
Uh,
team.
I didn't
Oh, go.
finish
My
the whole
fault. My
list
bad, Matt.
because
Go ahead.
I was like one person. I think I would change the order. I would say number two. I'm gonna go Becky.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Becky high up, and then I'm gonna go Athena, and then I'm gonna go like you had Tiffany. And no, yeah, I'm gonna go Tiffany than EO because I think even though EO won the championship, I think so many more eyes ended up going in Tiffany's direction.
Yeah, I
Like
can see
in the
that.
middle of the year, like just everybody's watching what she's doing, especially with Becky. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So,
I could agree with that. All right. Tag teams of the year.
you know what? Special nod to Julia Hart because
Julie Hart.
she kind of had the best one this year between her and Stat, between her and
Um,
Stat
I will say
and Willow.
Julia.
Jesus,
I'll say
ooh,
Julia just
and Willow.
because I've just started watching all her stuff and I watched maybe 20 matches this year and I'm like, damn, Julia would have actually been one of my favorites if I watched it during
Yeah,
that time.
yeah,
So,
that's true.
but during that cutoff, I was like, damn. But she made my top six. So if I would have had an extra person there, she's gonna get the shout out to
But
Julia.
I but I think about it, but like for a second, let's realistically think about how good of a year Willow had. And
Yeah,
that's kind of like she came from like not being on anybody's list and nobody really saying her name
yeah.
to people always talking about how good she is.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
all I
say
got.
that. Even give. I'll say that there's a lot of improvements that has happened, but I'll give Sky Blue some credit as well. I think she has the most women matches in AEW this year,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
I think she vastly improved. Like she finding her spots better. I may tweak like her finisher and whatnot. Like we were talking about her new finisher and how it just takes too long to get a Dragon Sleeper when it could just be the Dragon Sleeper and just make it simple. But yeah, but I'll give her a shout out too, cause she's been the kind of like the women's workhorse there too, cause she has the most matches on IEW TV.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, also Trinity, I haven't watched a lot
Yeah,
of her
that's
stuff,
true.
but I'll give her
That's true.
credit too. She had been a great year in Impact Wrestling, and so the
Hmm.
great girls there too. So
Yeah,
shout
that's
out to
true.
them too. Factions. Oh well, I'll do tag teams. Tag teams of the year. The bottom is Usos. ABC. Impact Wrestling. FTR will be three. I put six here. My bad. So I have six here. I put New Day for the early year NXT title run, and I'm just biased, and they had to be on my list. KO Sammy's number two, and then Judgment Day is number one.
I would say, as far as tag teams go, I would go Judgment. Yeah, I have to agree. It's the Judgment Day. It kind of is. Street Profits didn't have that year. Brawling Brutes fell apart at the end of the year. Uh, whatchamacallit, Pretty Deadly got injured in the middle of the year. So yeah, yeah. It's just Judgment Day has been there. Usos broke up. You know what I mean? Number two, I'm gonna put. This might seem kind of crazy, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. And this is extremely biased. This makes no sense. I'm gonna put Cody Rhodes and Jey
I
Uso.
you know what? They had a solid 30 days.
They had the best 30 days, I think, of
I
2023. I'm
think
just, if I'm being
if it
honest,
came
I
to
think.
promo wise, I would 100% say yeah. But they were fucking drunk Asian.
Yeah. Do you feel him, sir?
Yeah,
You gotta just think of how
they're
funny
fun.
that whole thing.
I'll give them
Ah,
credit. It was fun.
no, no, I'll put them at five. I'll put them at five.
Okay.
But they had the most fun. I'll put above them at four ABC because I think they had the best tag year in Impact,
Yep.
and I watched them a lot more. I would say that I even did tag teams in AEW, but um I would say the Acclaim
Okay.
makes my list at number three
Okay.
because they also realistically probably had the best year of their career on TV a whole ton, and they were having so many funny skits and like moments.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous when you put it into perspective.
Okay.
But is that my list? Is that no, because I put Cody and them at the bottom. I
So
put FTR at number two. I
okay.
put FTR at number two because realistically they had some of the highest rated, but like just craziest matches this year. RIP to what was it, Jay Briscoe? Because that match was banana.
Yes.
That match was banana. That's all I gotta say. So yeah,
And your one is Judgment Day.
number one. Yeah, Judgment Day.
Okay.
Mhm.
Factions. I'll do three. So factions, I have Bullet Club Gold, Bloodline, Judgment Day. You know what? I'm gonna switch to Bloodline just because the Bloodline was like half off this year. They were there, but not really there, and I'll switch that with Damage Control.
Okay,
I think they
okay.
had
I
a full
I
year.
have I have five, and I'll tell you who they are. Number one is gonna be Judgment Day, just because they did what they said.
Yeah.
Most dominant faction. They took over this year.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I'm still gonna say Bloodline because after WrestleMania, uh, uh, when Jimmy got into his own and Jimmy and Solo were rolling,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie that's been some of the most entertaining television
Yeah.
in terms of wrestling. Jimmy and Solo.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I don't know. Can you count Jimmy? Because technically he was on a trial period for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Um, so I'm gonna give Bloodline still. I'm gonna hold them up there at two. Number three, in terms of factions, ah, mm, mm, yeah, I'm gonna go Golden Elite, uh, Bullet Club Gold. I personally like them a lot. I'm still mad Switchblade wasn't champ. Um, but I'm gonna go fourth. Let's see, do I have two more? Faction number five, LWO.
There you go.
Number five, LWO. Number four, personal favorite, Metaphor.
Metaphor.
I think
Nice.
Metaphor's been rocking and rolling this whole year. Hilarious. Kept it, and gotta give Noam Dar and Metaphor credit. They kept the Heritage Cup relevant
Yeah.
because that could have faded into obscurity, and they didn't. So I'll give them the credit for that.
Okay. There was one more group I wanted to mention. I forgot the name, and I kind of got the name now. And I actually would say that would be. I actually like them, and I'll say that would be one more four spot is Honor No More.
Okay.
That was the group with Eddie Edwards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Kenny was it Kenny King?
yeah,
It was like Maria and the
Maria.
two guys and the
Yeah,
two
yeah.
tag champs. Yeah.
It was a really
That's
good
true.
tag. I actually. Oh yeah. So it was Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, Maria
Mhm.
Callias. PCO was there for a bit.
Yeah.
Vincent, Kenny King, and Eddie Edwards.
Mhm.
I thought they had a really good run in the beginning of the year, and honestly, I wish those people just stood in ROH because that group was actually really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I
stood in Impact. Sorry.
I wish that translated over to AEW.
Yeah, they didn't.
Like, cause that was actually a good group.
I have a lot of things to say about that group right
Oh, go ahead, cause
now.
I didn't see him. So.
Well, when we go into the AEW, um,
Yeah.
with
But I'm just
AEW
saying I
stuff,
didn't see him. So
yeah.
it's
But we'll go into the show. Anything else? Let's do.
oh, you know what? I would give a shout out. two faction. Um, I'm blanking on them real quick. Oh, Chase U.
Jayshu.
Chase U.
Jayshu was fun.
Chase
Yeah,
U.
yeah, yeah. They had a
Chase
good
U was
year.
fun.
Nice.
Chase U was awesome.
All right. And the last will be top five women tags.
Can I think of them? I don't personally. I don't know. I think I only got like three.
So my five would be Ivy and Fire, because they had a really good beginning of the year, and I liked what they were doing. I hope they get more TV time. It looks like they're getting some promos in and stuff like that. So it looks like they're about to get a little rivalry with the Kabuki Warriors, which is gonna be crazy because they all had history in like fucking Japan. So that might be some good stuff. Um, I'll say Damage Control with Io Shirai and Bailey, and Io Shirai and Dakota Kai when they tag team. It was actually really fun. KNC would be number three. I thought they had a great NXT run with the tag titles, and now they're the current tag team champs. But I actually liked their build and their tag moves and everything like that. Number two and number one was my hardest decision, but I had to go with them as number two is Chelsea Green and Piper Nevins. They've been hell of entertaining, and I think they brought Relevstein back in that tag team division, as in they actually made people want to watch those tag team titles. And I hope Chelsea Green finds a way to get it back.
This is true.
And then my number
Uh,
one is Slamovich and Killer Kelly, because they're fucking psychos and they're fucking great. That's
yeah,
all
I
I can
think
say about that.
in terms of what I've seen and how good the matches were,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with uh MK Ultra, and that's Killer Kelly and um Slamovich as number one. They've been beating people's asses this entire year.
yeah,
And I saw when the team was formed, and I was like, damn, how come I didn't think about that?
yeah,
And yeah, they're good. Number two is Chelsea and Piper. Don't forget Chelsea and Sonya was actually the beginning of the year. I
yeah.
forget about
I
that.
remember that, and then just Sonya got hurt.
Um, so,
But I
but
actually
she's
liked I
due
like
to be back
Piper.
soon.
I like Piper with that with Chelsea
But
because I
yeah,
think
because you
Piper
had
just had like this weird sense of humor with it too.
yeah, I was about to say it was a lot funnier
Yeah.
because at first Piper didn't want to be there.
And then she didn't have her Jim D'Anville Neidhart when she did the Halloween costume. See,
That's
it
yes,
worked out.
this is true. This is true.
A hundred percent
Um,
worked out.
so that's two. Um, I'm trying to think of who else. Oh yeah, yeah. Kaden and Katana. I think they're number three. I think though they didn't have their championships for the entire year, I think they've been consistently having matches, obviously as a team, but they've been showcased regardless of where they were,
Yeah.
whether it was NXT or the main roster. So I think they, I think maybe they probably put in the most work to get like to a higher level. I would say.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think of, do I have any more tag teams besides those three? I don't think, because it's like Damage Control. To be honest, they weren't really rolling until like recently,
That's true.
and
Well, they in the
I
early of the
think
year
that's
they did.
because also yeah, early in the year,
They had the
but
tag
it wasn't.
titles and stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't. What was the thing that ended up causing them to change?
Well, Dakota
Was it
got
the
hurt.
injury?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the injury. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I might as well because I'm thinking and it's kind of slight out here, so
Yeah.
I have to go Damage Control four, and I'm just looking, and I'm like, all my favorite tag teams are either disbanded or they didn't have a good year. Like Indy and Candice, they had a terrible year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You know, it wasn't bad. Fallon and Kiana James. That wasn't a bad storyline.
it
And it
wasn't,
was
but
a tag team. They led them to
it
tag
wasn't that
titles.
long. That
Yeah.
was like maybe less than 3 months.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to call it at four. Because
Yeah.
NXT, they didn't get any real solid women's tag teams until recently. Recently,
Yeah.
that's like September through
Yeah.
the end of the year.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at four.
Okay. All right. That's our rest. Or anything else?
No, but you know what? Here, I'll put a five with an asterisk because they were a group for most of the year, and I did watch their matches. And I'll say DDM in Japan and Stardom.
Okay, there you go.
That's Julia, Micah, Velka, the poison spider,
Yeah,
and the other chick. I forget her name.
cool.
Like there's four of them. So,
Yeah.
hmm
Okay. All right. We go to our weekend wrestling. We kick off with Monday Night Raw, Day 1, 2024. We kick off with Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax.
that was solid.
That was
They looked
really
like they
good.
wanted to hurt each other. That's what I'm talking about.
Um, yeah, it was a hell of a match. Nia Jax takes out Becky, and I think that was a really good back and forth between them two, and I actually really enjoyed it.
It was a good way to finish the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think the punch knock her out, knock her down, and then like Nia said, squash her.
yeah.
Time to squash her. So yes,
The next match was it was an incomplete match, but it looked like it was gonna be fun. It was Kofi Kingston and Jay Uso versus Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. It got called out because Vinci got hurt.
and I think this is like them enacting whatever injury protocol, which is fine. Good, get them out of there. Don't try to fight through it.
We
So
have the Awesome Truth versus Judgment Day. I love this match. It was great.
yes, it was good. Boy, JD making running his mouth off once again. I just like how everybody's like, "Shut up, JD." Uh, good stuff. Good
I
stuff.
also saw like the whole fact that winking at Dominic Mysterio every single time he was about to do something.
Oh, true.
And then
True.
him tagging on the other side because he thought he was on
Him in the
Dominic's side.
neutral corner.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
That
God, that
shit was
killed
hilarious.
me.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God,
great.
that was so good. I'm
Next,
just saying, like,
yeah.
we're gonna go past this stuff,
Hmm.
but let's try to remember how good our truth was coming into this year. That's
Yeah,
all I gotta say. And then starting the year.
yeah.
Good grief. Just saying. Just saying.
Ivy Nile versus Rhea Ripley for the women's championship. Rhea Ripley
Solid.
wins. Solid
Solid.
match.
I hope in terms of challengers to the title that Ivy now makes it back.
Yeah,
Because she obviously, what is this? Is this her actual first singles match
her first singles championship
on
match.
Raw? Really?
Yeah, first singles match on Raw.
Yeah, she's all right. There was a few stumbles here and there, but like it wasn't anything to be like, oh damn, she
Yeah,
ain't ready. No, she
that
ready.
German was crazy.
She ready.
Yeah.
She ready. Just needs some more time. That's it.
But the headbutt, a Doom, and then the and then Rhea with the Riptide, and
But it was just good to see somebody a little bit surprising, I guess, give Rhea a run for her money.
yeah,
But you know, I'm not really surprised at Ivy.
yeah.
She's a beast. So it is what it is.
And then you have a former WWE champion returns to Raw, and everyone hit the music, and it was Jinder Mahal. I popped for Jinder Mahal.
Yes, sir.
That theme is
Yes, sir.
fucking solid. Like you can't hate that theme.
That's
Theme
my
is
guy.
dope.
That's
And
my guy.
then
The
it
modern
led,
day Maharaja.
yes, Monday Maharaja, and he was going about to spit some fire in Punjabi, and y'all fucked it up, and The Rock came and
I like that whole promo.
yeah,
I mean, obviously it's timely, but I love how he just said, I said the national anthem in Punjabi and you booed me. I was
yeah.
like, oh, that's so good. Stupid asses. Yes.
Rock comes out, does his niche, pretty much his back and forth with Jinder Mahal. He does spine buster and people's elbow, and talks about how he should go to a table and maybe the head of the table, and teases a fight with Roman Reigns.
All I know is that let's get the Cody memes ready.
I seen so many. It was hilarious.
It's pretty bad.
Like,
It's
are you
pretty
gonna let
bad.
me finish the story? Triple H, like, remember when you broke my throne?
Yes, Triple H doesn't forget.
Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark versus Natalia and Tegan Knox. Wish they had more time, but it was a solid tag match. Shayna Baszler and Tony Stark win.
It's because Natty and Natty and her partner refuse to keep on the matching gear.
Yeah,
They keep changing the gear.
this was fucking
Uh,
them
It,
up.
it makes me just laugh every time because they have it and it makes me laugh. It's like, why do you want to wear it
Yeah,
at the same time? Anyway,
and then oh, that is it. And then the main event, you have Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. This was a hell of a fucking match. It was a pay-per-view quality match and really good stuff. Seth
yes, sir.
Rollins
I
retains.
agree.
It was a tease of a cash in. It didn't work out, and Seth Rollins wins. Ready to go from here?
I'm,
I do not.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. At some point, he's gotten to what is it now? June, July.
July.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Money in Bank was in July, so he has a whole year.
Come on, man. Come on.
He'll get there eventually. Even Punk gets it. He's
I
been
want to
cashing
see
on his
it.
ass.
I want to see it. I just want to see it.
Yeah.
I think personally, Damian Priest has put in a lot of work, and I wouldn't be mad if he was the champ. Just
There you
saying.
go. I agree. I agree. All right, Monday Night Raw. Where you give it?
I give it a solid A.
I go
I
same.
think I can't think of anything that was bad. I think this was a very entertaining episode, thanks to The Miz and R-Truth,
Yes.
thanks to the Judgment Day, uh, thanks to The Rock, thanks to Jinder Mahal. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? And the matches were pretty damn good.
Yep.
Good to see Ivy now have a solid match.
There you go.
I mean, and the tag match we talked about was actually funny.
Yeah.
And then you said the first match, even the first match was
Yeah.
goddamn
That
good.
was really good. Yeah.
It's a good show, man.
Yep.
It's a good show.
Yeah, I go A as well. So NXT, we go NXT New Year's Evil. Every show had a name, so this was New Year's Evil this time. We kick off with the NXT Women's Championship on the line. You have Lyra
Hmm.
Valkyra versus Blair Davenport. Very solid match, very good back and forth. Again, there was almost a cash in, but did not work, and Valkyria wins.
Well, they waited.
Yeah,
You gotta give them the boo boo because they waited till the match was over.
yeah. You should have did it while the match was
Uh,
going.
yeah,
Scared
they
the
ain't come
beef.
out there. They ain't distract the champ. Nothing.
Yeah,
So that's on you. I think
yep,
the match was solid though.
yep.
I liked it. So
Latino World Order with Carlito. They defeat
mhm.
the no quarter catch crew.
How
What's
many
the name?
letters?
NQCC. The NQCC. I don't like it. I
I
don't
don't
like it.
like it.
I like the
I
guys in
don't
it.
like
I don't like it. I don't like the
it. Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
But LWO wins. Carlito comes, spits in the face of Drew Gulak because he's not cool, and they win. Shout outs to Charlie Dempsey wrestling All Japan this weekend. Last weekend.
Yes, sir.
Really
We
good
have the
match too.
moment so far of the year.
Yep.
He believed he could fly.
Yep.
Brr, 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 brr.
Oh yeah, that he flew. That's all I heard in my
He
head too when he got launched.
flew. I didn't forget.
Uh, yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. That was fucking
That
far.
that like Carlito would say, that was cool.
That was cool. That was cool. Roxanne Perez versus Ariana Grace. Perez wins, but she holds on to the submission afterwards, and the referee changed the decision,
What?
and
He
Grace won.
always beat on that girl. Oh my god.
They hating on her.
Always beating on her.
They hating on her. That's
She's,
why.
it's funny because it's like her character, she's not I just like that she's not bad.
Yeah,
She's just annoying, and that's why people don't like her.
hating on him.
She doesn't cheat. She's just annoying.
Yeah.
Ah, it's pretty funny.
We have the servant or farmhand match. We have Tiffany Stratton versus Fallon Henley. I actually really enjoyed this match. I thought this match was a really
They,
good match.
it's true.
Henley's getting her. Henley's getting fucking traction. Like she's been really solid. Stratton, again, we all say that she's fucking great, but Henley, I think, slowly been fucking really building up, and we've been getting a lot of good stuff out of her. Um, this match was probably the match of the night too. There's some good matches on this card. So Henley, Stratton, Henley beat Stratton, and she's gonna be a farmhand now. That's gonna be fun. Some fun videos to see.
I mean, as long as they don't end up fighting like Diana and freaking
Yeah, right.
Mickey in the barn.
Yeah, you know what? That was actually almost one of my matches. The barn fight between her and Mickey
Was that last year or was that the year before
2 years
though?
ago.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I love it.
Men's breakout tournament final: Oba Femi versus Riley Osborne, and the boy got his ass kicked, and Femi
I think
wins.
the right guy won. Right?
Yep,
The over for me won.
yep,
I think the right guy won. Like I see what they were doing with the other guy because he had the whole promo and he's in Chase U.
yeah,
So I get it. It makes sense to like put the spotlight on a guy who's in Chase U. It makes sense. But look at him. Look at Oba. Come on. And that chop on the apron, that was awesome.
yeah.
He caught him slipping. Ooh. So good stuff. Good stuff.
We go to number one contender match. You have Grayson Waller versus Trick Williams. Dragunov couldn't compete because of the beating that Bridge what's his name did to him. I can't think of his name right now. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? The British dude. Oh, fuck. What's his name?
Oh, Butch. I mean
Not
not
Butch.
Butch.
The other one.
Other guy. Other guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Why am I? Ridge. Ridge.
Ridge. Yeah. Damn, we go through so many names, I forget. So, Rich Holland. There you go.
Hmm.
So they kind of told the story, and then it wound up being Grayson Waller. But guess who popped up? Kevin Owens.
Well, he did kind of scheme
Yeah.
question mark with Carmelo against Trick. You saw
Yeah.
how Carmelo stuck his nose in
Yeah.
Trick's business and got him that match.
Yeah.
Hmm. 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 I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Yeah.
What you doing, Mello? What you doing?
There you go. Trick wins and beats Waller. NXT, where you give it?
Oh, wait. With the help of Kevin Owens.
Yes. We love Kevin Owens.
So there you go.
Uh, I go. I go solid A. I thought it was solid, and Fenley and Stratton was fucking hell of a match.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I liked not for nothing. I liked the little stories interludes that they had this week, and the shadow they cast again
Yeah.
on Mello, and then they had. It's gonna be funny to watch what happens with Tiffany
Yeah.
as a farmhand. I gotta see this. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree. I'm
I'm
gonna
looking
agree.
forward. I'm looking forward to the vignettes.
Yes,
Cause somehow she don't have a farm anymore. She has a farm. No, well, she don't have a bar anymore. She has a farm. So let's see where that goes.
this is true.
um, she'll have her wax the cups. Shit. Anyway. All right, we go to AEW Dynamite, and we kick off with Samoa Joe and Adam Cole kick off Dynamite.
Kick it off in the head.
Uh,
Hmm.
I don't care about United. Well, Undisputed Kingdom. I don't care. I'm sorry, I just don't care.
Well, see, I don't have that feeling because I didn't see Was it Friday or Saturday?
Oh, Saturday they just looked. Oh man,
Yeah, like
Matt Tavern looking
before
in black and gray
before
just looks
them,
sad.
they look. So as for Wednesday, I was fine, but apparently they didn't do well on the weekend. So
My issue with this is the fact that they got blown off fast. Like they weren't dominant when the people came in the ring and stuff like that. They should have been dominant. They should have taken out everyone and things like that. And you should make this team look dominant. But they look like a bunch of putties. And I'm sadly to say that you have a warlord there and he still look like putties. And that was my big issue with it. Because again, Bullet Club Glow and Acclaim took them out. Um, I didn't mind the
Yeah,
promo. I didn't mind the promo. I thought the
yeah.
promo was solid, but it was like a bunch of putties. Yeah, still a bunch of putties. AEW International Championship match. You have Arn Cassidy versus Dante Martin. Um,
I was solid. I like that match.
it was solid. In the end of the match, you had Private Party return and call out every tag team that they're gonna get, and I'm happy to see them back. It didn't make sense because it was a singles match, but then again,
No,
you guys
well,
took a
it made
tag
sense
team.
because of
Yeah,
the meeting at the end.
yeah. So, um,
Because everybody's team, for
yeah,
some reason, when they came out, their friends all came out.
yeah, that's true.
That's
Hook
why.
and Danhausen came out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So, solid match. I thought it was solid. Refs don't know how to count people out, and that's something that's starting to bug me with AEW. I feel like they don't do no count outs whatsoever. I think they go and talk to the
I
people like,
think it's
please
just
come
a
in.
lot of the time it's obvious that
Yeah,
they're over the 10 count
yeah,
because they're not counting.
yeah,
Like the first five, well, you would be up to five. They haven't even started yet.
yeah. And these are some things that I'm like clearly seeing, and I'm like, it's annoying me. But
Hmm.
match was solid.
Yep.
Uh, what else we got? You got Mariah May versus Queen Amatina.
Aminato,
Aminata.
yes.
Okay.
Sad because I've seen her on the independents grinding,
Yeah.
and I feel like the problem with the women's division is still somebody new debuts, which is like almost every week. And
Yeah.
here you go, the people that have been there grinding, and all they are is cannon fodder
Yep.
still. So it just kind of puts a little poo-poo on a debut because it's like, what do we say, Mark? It's predictable.
Yeah. Exactly. You know who's gonna win? Marsha
But that's
May.
it. She looked good. That's all I gotta say. She looked violent and she looked fast, and I'm
Yeah.
like, good, good. She's got solid footing. She's got good strikes and all that, and she knows what the hell she's doing. So good.
And then after the match, we have Perazzo saying that she is
Because
all elite.
she was talking that trash against Jersey, and the Jersey girl had to come out. So there
Yeah.
you go.
I'm happy to see her there again. We have our big issues with AEW's in the women's division, lack of time, lack of stories. So I'm hoping, seeing that we have some returning ones and some people that are actually coming back and everything like that, that we are gonna get more steady storylines and probably steady timing with the women as well. So I'm hoping for that.
I'm I'm just saying I'm hoping for good things there because they're putting on a spotlight on women who can go.
Yeah,
So all they have to do is build a good enough story around them
I want to
because you're gonna
see.
get good matches.
I want to see Peraza versus Deebs.
I want to see Peraza versus everybody.
Yeah,
I want to see her versus Tony versus Statlander. I don't think we even saw that.
yeah. So yeah,
I
it's
want to
gonna
see
be
her versus
interesting.
Abaddon because that's when the hell you ever gonna see that? I want to see every like.
Yeah,
There's a good recent crop of girls. A lot better than it was, but man, they gotta work in the good stories.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
We got Christian Cage, State of the Union.
This was this was evil. I don't. First of all, he did not think kill switch. That's messed up. Second of all, I love the mom saying all that stupid shit he was saying. That
Yeah,
had me rolling. It because it just looks. He's got them brainwashed.
yeah.
He's got them
He's a
brainwashed.
cult leader. That's
Yeah,
what he
he is.
is.
Yeah, he is.
They gonna drink the
She
Kool
called
Aid.
him the patriarch.
Yeah.
I wish when she said that you heard the thing from from Like a Dragon.
Dun
Gonna
dun.
say Christian Cage, patriarch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it was good.
Yeah.
It was very hokey and very good.
Darby Allen versus Takashita.
Oh my god,
That
poor
dude
guy,
murdered
poor
Darby.
guy. But you know what? That's what you got to do. Now, see, if the Undisputed Kingdom, if they had a match and it looked like that match, I would take them very seriously.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
So that's what I'm saying. In terms of dominance, you got to look like that.
Yeah.
You got to look like that. That
Uh,
German from the top was effing crazy.
yeah.
And he did that rolling suplex
Yeah.
down the ramp. I mean, I feel bad because he tossed Darby. Uh, but man, yeah, that was a good fight.
Yeah.
That was a
He
good match.
he German suplex like maybe 3 years off of Darby's life.
Maybe. Maybe.
That shit looked evil. Continental elimination match. You had Trent Beretta, Brian Cage, Brian Keefe, and El Valquino.
Vikingo.
They fought for number contendership. Guess who didn't win?
I was sitting here mad as hell. I was like, come on. When you gonna win? Why you wearing Streets of Rage gear and losing? Get out of here.
That's what he does. Sega should be like, nah, don't be worried until you win. I'm sorry. Don't be worrying this shit.
Yeah. I'm not mad
Um,
Trent won and the match was fine, but what are we doing with Brian
yeah.
Cage, man?
Yeah.
Why can't he win on AEW television? He wins in Ring of Honor. He can't win on AEW.
No.
Jesus.
Swerve Strickland versus Daniel Garcia. Very good match.
Solid.
Very solid
Solid,
match.
but I like the story. I like Daddy Magic there to back him up. I like the fact that they went back and forth before that with the promos. I like that Nana got involved. Like it was. I
That was
mean,
the other one. That
speaking,
was like a 20
speaking.
count.
And there you go. No. Well, no, 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 because Swerve was technically he could have been still in the ring. He wasn't outside. He went outside.
Oh, okay.
One of if I'm just being honest because I watched it like not even that long ago. He wasn't out there with him, and so it was his time to attack him. So
Oh,
take it as you will for that long ass period that
okay.
they.
I didn't
But
mind it, but
but
yeah,
I
it
will
was
no. I'm just gonna say as long as he was off camera, I can't really give him shit. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
but it was funny.
But
And it was a
but
really
I
good
know
match.
what you mean. I
Yeah,
know what you're saying.
yeah.
I understand.
Um,
And I'm just gonna say it. The match was great, but welcome to Botchamania because that sharpshooter off the table
yeah,
deal. That's I mean it happens to the greatest. Remember one of the worst ones was Triple H when he
yeah,
fell with the pedigree, but like it sucks to just slip off the table like that.
yeah. I agree with
It
that.
does. It does.
But you give Dynamite.
I gotta give it a B minus. I couldn't give it higher than that. But there were too many things that made me laugh this episode
Yeah.
intentionally.
Okay.
Intentionally.
I go. Yeah, I gotta go B minus. Deanna Peraza being there makes. I'm hoping for the best and happy that she found something. I like Deanna, so uh, I think we both like Deanna. So really, I'm looking forward to see what they do with the women's division. I'm hoping they.
Her versus Statlander could be. I mean, her versus Statlander, her versus Britt
Willow.
again.
I actually seen her versus Willow, so
True, true. But
it
her
has some
versus
good
Britt,
matches.
like if they want something to showcase some AEW talent versus this new person,
Yeah.
they could get her, find her. Where is she?
Yep. Yep. We go to WWE SmackDown. To kick off with the U.S. Championship Finals. You have Kevin Owens. Did we have a promo before that? No, we did not. Okay, so yeah, we kick off with the U.S. Championship match. You have Santo Escobar versus Kevin Owens. Really solid match. Kevin Owens takes the spot, and he's gonna beat Logan Paul's ass.
I'm very surprised that he won the match.
And he also had Jarkin Wild and Cruz and Del Toro attack Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, and so kind of gave a little help to Owens, but he had some story
Hmm.
with that too. It was good.
This is true. Good
Um,
stuff.
we have a new threat to Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Do they have a name?
They are called, I think that they are called the Final Prayer.
Okay. All right. If
That's
they
what he
got a
had on
name,
his
they got a
shirt,
name.
unless that's his finishing
Avail-
move.
Available now on WWE
Yeah.
show.
Um. See, that was a presentation for a group to be dominant.
Exactly. Exactly. They gotta hurt somebody. There you go.
Um. Yeah, and they got AOP came out and they're giant dudes and they beat the crap out of Street Profits. It looked really good.
It
My
should
only
be good
thing.
because
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it should be good the feud because they have history. They
Yeah.
were there. They fought. They fought Street Profits.
Yeah, and Cross and Bobby Lashley, they have history in Impact.
Okay. Gotcha.
They
Okay.
fought a lot of times in Impact. They actually were part of a group in Impact as well. Um,
Mm. You know what?
um, Go
I
ahead.
got I got a not a spoiler, but I have a prediction, and I kind of hope it comes to pass. I hope MVP brings almost
Okay.
to Bobby Lashley's group.
Yeah, because you got two big giants of a tag team there.
Yeah,
They're not tall, but they're
they
wide.
are wide. I mean, they
um,
still tall. They're
yeah.
taller than the average man,
I will
but they
say
are wide.
my only gripe, and this is something I said to you, and this is something we said about Sky Blue as well. The overcomplicated finisher.
Hmm.
Stop using overcomplicated finishers like that. What was it called? The pump handle. I don't feel like you don't have to use that with the move you're doing.
Period. I still just feel he could just do a generic move because he's a big, strong man. He could just
Yeah,
do a power bomb and have it be a non-submission move. But again, he has the cross jacket.
yeah,
He can hit it from a standing, and he can get you on the ground.
yeah,
And it's Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Lock versus
yeah.
the cross jacket. It writes itself.
And then you also
All I'm
have
saying.
that elbow he does to the fucking back of the head. Like that could be a finisher.
This is true.
So
He's a big man.
yeah, very big man. So that's the only thing. That would be my only complaints about the whole thing. But look, dominance,
Hmm.
and they look like they're gonna fuck people up.
This is
I
true.
look like. I'm sorry, Undisputed Kingdom look like they could be here.
They look like henchmen because what they're good at was attacking people from the shadows.
Yeah.
And then they go
Retribution
out
looked
there
more
and
tough.
they're not dominant. So they're only good at jumping you,
I'm just
apparently.
saying, Retribution did a lot more.
Nah, I'm not praising Retribution now.
I
We
will
can't do that.
say they did a lot more though in their
It was
first.
it good? No, no,
It was better.
no. It
It was
wasn't.
better
It was
than what they did.
bad. It was bad.
It was bad.
Retribution makes me sad when I think about it.
They fucked up on
Mm-mm.
the reveal. That was the one thing I'll say.
No, they
If they did
messed
the
up because they tried
yeah,
to copy Antifa. That's what?
yeah,
They weren't trying to be a disruptive group. They literally were trying to be political, well,
yeah,
copy a political thing, and it failed. It was like, no, no, you ruined these people's careers. Maybe Mercedes Martinez be like, nah, I can't do this.
yeah.
Like, no,
Now we be
Retribution is bad. It's bad.
yeah. All right. WWE Women's Championship match. You had Mi Chen versus Io Sky. Fantastic. That was a real hell of a women's
I think
match
that was
too.
the match of the show. I
Yeah.
think it was the match of the show. I think Michin finally got
Her name
enough
fully
time.
changed.
No, but she got enough time
Yeah.
to have a full ass match and showcase. You know what I mean? Because for the
Cause
longest time she's been in NXT,
yeah,
where her and Shayna had a feud, which
yeah.
was good. You know what I mean?
This was probably her best match in WWE.
But no, I think she had a better match with Shayna.
Yeah. I
But I,
on W
but
main
I'm.
yeah, the main
Oh, you
roster.
mean on the
Yeah.
main roster? Yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. But this is also probably the first match she had that was more than like 10 minutes,
Yeah, that's true.
or like one commercial break or something like that. You
And
know,
that Styles Clash was crazy.
it's messed up. Yeah, it was good. The Styles Clash was good. The suplex on the disgusting suplex on the apron by
Yeah.
Io was good.
I'm
Awesome.
just saying though,
I like
AJ's
how
kind of mad at her. Like, why are you using the Styles?
I will say it cannot be done often for the safety of the performer,
Yeah.
but the dodge of the Suicida.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
that was good.
Can't do it all the time, but man, it looks great when you do it right.
Yeah, it was good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff. Really good match. Butch and Tyler Bate versus Pretty Deadly. I was happy to see the big
Yes.
strong boy there, and we need Butch and him as a tag team. That just clear, like they just naturally flowed as a tag team, and I fucking love every
Mm-hmm.
minute of it. So I would like them as a tag team, please.
Yeah, I say, please keep it up.
Yeah,
No
and
reason to stop now.
Pretty Deadly is probably icing their hand right now.
Yes, this is true. But I will say, it's just like you said, they flow very well, and against another team that flows very well, it was very entertaining.
Yep, yep.
So
And then our main event is AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton in a triple threat match for number contendership for Royal Rumble. This ended in a no contest because the Bloodline with Roman Reigns pissed the fuck off his new T-shirt, and they beat the shit out of everybody. And Nick
it was a
Aldis
solid match. It was
looked at
very
Paul
solid.
Heyman,
Before,
and it was like, all right, bet 4-way now, motherfucker.
before the interference, I'd say it was a solid match.
Very good match.
Um, they were swinging for the fences. I like that.
But one thing I'll say, and it's the picture of the cast today. Visual of Roman with the bleeding LA Knight was fucking like LA Knight was not supposed to bleed, but he was bleeding for that match, and that was actually it was a pretty good like visual of it and shit like that
I
too.
I thought it was surprising. I know it was an accident, but I like how they used it because usually they would roll out the ring and
Yeah.
I guess they would try to get it off his face as fast as possible. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I will say with
But
Triple H, he's more likely to leave it until the end of the match.
but I mean, like I was gonna say, you saw Uncle Allen instincts take over and it started punching him in the head. I'm like, all right, they're gonna go with it instead of try to hide it, which is different. So
What happened to
that's a
Uncle Allen?
noticeable change.
What happened to
Noticeable
Uncle
change.
Allen's wrestling attire? He just wearing black pants,
He's mad as hell. He
Sunday
can't be bothered to change.
Sunday outfit, and he's like, "Fuck it, went to
No, he
church
can't be
and I'm
bothered to
here.
change. Nah, nah,
No
man.
shirt, just pants."
He comes to work, whatever shirt he got on, it disintegrates by the time he gets to the ring. That's it.
Disintegrates. Disintegrates.
It
Really
just
had a
gone.
hell of a show. Shante Three Adonis wants an opportunity, and they actually saw
I
that
like it.
as well.
You know what
Um,
my idea for him is? Is he's all this is security, and you need like one more person.
yeah,
I would say him and Ashanti. That's my
they gonna
idea.
beat the Stooges.
No, no, are they gonna be serious contenders? Because Ashanti is good as hell,
Yeah,
and Nick Aldis is a serious. He's a serious GM.
they gonna
So
beat Pat Patterson and Briscoe.
also you saw Randy got a hold of him pretty
Yeah,
easily.
yeah.
So if he gets security, hmm,
That'd be interesting. I want to see what they do with that. And then Nick Aldis. I have a feeling Nick Aldis is gonna land up wrestling at WrestleMania.
I wouldn't mind it.
I
Now that
if it's not Randy, it's gonna be Roman. I feel like Roman and him gonna fight by SummerSlam.
mm, mm.
Roman's gonna get tired of his shit and he's gonna beat his ass.
Well, I mean that there you go. The him having security.
Yeah. So SmackDown, what you give it?
I'm gonna give it an A. Solid show. You got the champ in the house. You had the good triple threat. You had an amazing tag team. Dare I say that? I think that was my match of the show.
Yeah.
We just talked about how good EO and Michin was. Like, can't discredit it. We had a good debut.
Yeah.
Logan Paul got punched in the face.
Yep.
What do you call it? A? They want me to say S? I don't know. It's looking pretty good. I'm reading it down. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good show.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A as well. I did watch Rampage and Collision. I'll run through it really fast. Yeah, the Hardys and Mark Briscoe versus Butcher, Blade, and Kipspin. You know who wins that. I can't not tell you who wins. Yeah, I know who wins. Statlander and Ruler Nightingale with the local talents. The highlight of this was this dude fucking announcing Chris Statlander to the
Oh
ring.
yeah, Malcolm Bivens. Yes.
Michael Bivins was
Excuse,
hilarious. It
excuse me.
was
Excuse
actually
me.
very funny.
Stokely Hathaway. Excuse me.
Yeah, Stokely Hathaway. Anna Jay versus Hikaru Shida was okay match. I'd seen Hikaru Shida have better matches. It was kind of
That camera work though.
yeah. They like that camera work.
They like that camera work.
Commander versus Wheeler Yuta, solid match. Wheeler Yuta wins, and that's the end of Rampage. Rampage, I'll give a C plus. Then Collision, I did watch as well. Did you watch Collision? Nope.
No,
Okay.
too much stuff.
We
Too
had
much.
Sting and Darby Allin versus the Workhorsemen. Sting and Darby Allin win. It was an okay match. But you actually saw Sting actually win the match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
You have the continuation Trent Beretta versus Eddie Kingston. His mom was in the audience for this title match.
Oh,
Kingston
nice.
wins. Busted him open also, but it was a really solid match. Eddie Kingston stays champion. You had the Kingdom versus Commander and Brian Keefe. You know who won. But they look again like I just think they just look like I don't know. I was not crazy about the Undisputed Kingdom. I think for this match being their first tag match and back on TV, I think it should have been an ass whooping and not just them going back and forth and stuff like that. And it took them a while to win the actual match. So
Yeah, because see, that's the a case of the opposite of that thing that they do with the girls, where
yeah,
they just fight for 2 minutes, and it's over. When it should have been like that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, that kind of sucks. Because those two guys aren't a tag team either. The other two
yeah,
guys. So yeah, that doesn't look good.
yeah. Adam Copeland he defeated Griff Garrison. You guys ass kicked.
He still works there.
Yep.
All right,
He's with Michelle Kalinas. She has two young guys, Cole Carter and him.
all right,
She's
all right.
managing
Something for
them.
them to do. Something. Like, okay.
Sky Blue versus Kara Hogan.
Oh, buddy. Campbell City.
Yeah, it was solid. I thought it was solid. I thought it was a solid
I
match.
know they're good.
Great
Look,
camera work.
I'm a fan of Kara Hogan,
Yeah,
regardless, because I know she's good. I'm a fan of Fire and Flavor, but still, the camera work though.
yeah. Again, overcomplicated finisher, but I think Sky Blue using the Dragon Sleeper, I think would be good for her. But again, overcomplicated finisher, and that don't need to be. I don't see her lifting people like that all the time. And then Claudio Castagnoli versus Andrew Everett. It was fast match. Claudio wins. And then you had the main event was FTR versus House of Black. Really solid tag team match. Very good back and forth between the guys. And FTR wins. So and they did it in front of the daughter of Dax. I'll give
Okay.
Collision a B plus. It was a better show.
All right. All right. All right.
I did watch New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom. If you do watch one match from there, Bryan versus Okada was fucking amazing. Um, the triple threat for the Continental, the IWGP Continental title, Osprey, Finley, Moxley, solid match as well. I think the three main events. So also Naito versus Sonata, that was actually really solid as well. So if you want to watch it, check it out. There's probably links out there like that, but it's a 5 hour show, so have some time if you want to watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
My only
Also,
disappointment was no women on that card. I wish there was a women's match on that card.
yeah, they didn't do
She was
any
there.
Stardom stuff.
Yeah, she was there, but they didn't have a match. She came out and commentating for the champion. She came out commentating for Tanahashi's match.
Who?
The IWGP Women's Champion,
Oh,
Maya.
Maya.
Yeah, yeah, she was out for
Uh huh.
commentating during Tanahashi's
Oh,
match.
I wasn't. Okay, okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tanahashi,
they
the
should
new
have.
president and the new TV champion.
That's interesting. All right.
Ready
Gonna
book
have the
himself
suit
to the
on with
top.
them. Have the suit on with that big ass belt. All
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, did you get to watch
I
Wrestle Kingdom?
saw Brian Okada. That's about it.
That was really good. Really, really good match.
I did see in what is it, AJPW? I got to see that match
The
with Charlie
Dempsey,
Dempsey.
yeah, that was good.
Hmm.
I watched the Stardom matches too. The night before, there was some good matches there too. So a lot of wrestling this week.
You're right.
All right, that's the weekend wrestling. We go to podcasts we listen to. I did listen to two. Van Vliet, he had Al Snow and Rick Boogs on, and they were pretty good conversations.
What's he up to?
Boogs,
Hmm.
he's doing like acting and shit. He hasn't really done
Oh,
anything
good,
like
good,
that.
good. I mean, he is not for nothing. He was good on any commercial he was in for
Yeah,
WWE. So
yeah.
this is true. I can see that.
He's doing a lot of workout supplements and shit like that.
But like, he's a spokesperson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's doing stuff like that. I think he's made his own brand and shit. And then
Makes sense.
Sammy
You seen
Guevara
that
was
guy?
also on Chris Van Vliet.
You seen that guy? He's like a piece of a mountain. That fella.
Yeah, he was talking about like how he used to get pissed when they said his wrong weight.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why? Because he was heavier than that?
yeah. He was like, I was pushing like 300 pounds. They're saying I'm 217. Like fuck
I
that.
mean, yeah, you look at him at the end, yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like he could have been 300 pounds. So Boogs was a big guy.
Two other ones to check out. Mackenzie Mitchell was on Van Fleet as well. That was actually a really good conversation. She got let go from NXT, but she had a really good combo. And then Sammy
Who? Say that
Guevara,
again? Say that again?
Mackenzie Mitchell. She used to be the backstage
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
correspondent.
That's, yeah, I know
She's
she.
married
Come on.
to Vic Joseph.
Vic Joseph. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
We know.
I could see her finding her way back into Impact. She was in Impact Wrestling for a while.
Oh, is one of their
Yeah, yeah,
backstage people?
yeah, yeah.
Did not. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
And then Sammy Guevara was on it. I did not get to listen to that one.
Okay. Okay. I
Uh,
only heard the major wrestling podcast this
yes.
week. Very good episode.
Did you listen to the year-end figure awards?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yes,
great.
I did.
Yeah,
I
that was a
agree.
good one.
I
I
agree
actually
that
listened to
the
that early.
figures that they chose, I see. I saw them, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
the miscellaneous
Uh,
ones I agree with, like the Kino. They picked Dinosaur
yeah, like,
Sinclair.
well, that was for the figure of the year, right? That was
No, that
his
was for
non-wrestling. That was
non
non-wrestling
non
figure of the
wrestling
year.
figure. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that was Cardona's
His was the Kino. No, that was Cardona and what's his name?
and Smart Mark.
Smart Mark. Yeah, yeah. It's that good of a figure. Yeah.
Myers picked the basketball court,
Yeah, I saw. I saw.
and then
Typical
the
Myers.
fans picked the Sinclair from the Dinosaurs,
Hmm.
which is
That's true.
it's a pretty dope figure. I'll tell you that.
I agree.
I will say, like, just to put run on that the creature of the Black Lagoon, Leonardo, I got it right before the New Year end, so it did come out 2023. That one will give everything a run for its money because the detail on that figure is fucking insane.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
I got you.
I will say that. But again, still Neck is number one. But yeah, shout outs to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I think they have a live show coming up soon too.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, they're always great to listen to. But yeah. And now our wrestling retrospect, and is your pick. Who do you pick?
You know what? I'm gonna pick somebody I have not picked in a long. I have not seen in a long time.
Okay,
But he has a very long and storied career,
okay,
and I think I would like to watch some of his ECW stuff
okay.
because I have not seen it. But I know he is technically an ECW legend, and that is Raven.
Raven.
What about Raven?
I'm good with Raven. Raven got some good stuff. He has some good stuff, WCW
He's
stuff
got
too.
good stuff. He's got a lot of good stuff. He's
Like
got
him
Ring of
versus
Honor stuff I want to
DDP.
watch
Him versus DDP
because I
had
know he
great
had.
stuff.
I'm just saying. I know he had a blood feud with Punk.
Yes, he did. I didn't watch that, but
So
that was in
I want
ROH.
to
Yeah,
try to see if I can find that. Yeah, I want to see if I can try to find that and then some ECW stuff.
yeah. He has some good stuff. I know him and DDP had like a really good rivalry in for the U.S. title in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Mm-hmm.
him and Perry Saturn for a while with the flock and shit. He got some good stuff. All right, so Raven. Yeah. What about me? What about Raven? All right,
This is true.
Raven be a pick. All right, we wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Battle Podcast. Thank you for listening. I am Mark the Mike. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok, all Mark the Mike. Also, follow Red Cyclo Inc.
You can follow us anywhere and everywhere. Recycle Link. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. So check it out.
And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Peace, hunger.
Peace out.